Shane's been hairdressing 26 years and he's worked alongside Susana, the owner, with Sal for 18 years in his hairdressing career. The model one?
She's here.
Isabelle is the beautiful assistant. Isabelle is also a senior at Unica Salon. And Isabelle's responsible for all the beautiful colours you're going to be seeing with Shane's work. So he's going to cut to her when needed to talk about colour. Shane's going to be sharing some interesting styling techniques and we'll be getting to have a chat with him as well. Shane, you're styling today.
I am indeed.
Tell us, have styles changed in the salon over recent times?
Yeah, greatly. I think they've become a lot more deconstructed in a lot of ways.
Simplified or?
Yeah, I think so. Technique-wise, I think you try to simplify the up style so that you can have your clients in and out in a reasonable amount of time with sort of as little fuss as possible.
What will you be doing with the model tonight?
Okay, so basically Chelsea's 3 ponytails, 3 plaits, and we're just going to basically plait it and then broaden it out and then intertwine them and pin them in place.
So it's quite simple. What's
Very simple.
Preparation that you've done already?
So we've done directional blow drying with the 3 ponytails so that they're as flat to the head as possible, and just smooth out the hair.
Right, we'll let you get to it.
Alrighty, thanks.
Colours that are available, so this is what Adam has been able to use on his models today. Here's your Nova Semi swatches, and here's your Demi colour. They're designed to be used with either 3% or Nova Cream, and ideally on a level H or lighter. So we'll pass these around so everyone can see and have a bit of a look around.
So we have the Chelsea Model 1. Isabelle, could you just take us through the colours that you've used?
So I've noticed ever since Nicole Richie's gone that pastel violet, all the blondes are really wanting to be experimental. So I wanted to kind of draw that in but not be too pastel. So I did a full head of colours in very fine slices. So one of the formulas is Supernova and 3%. The other one is half RW8, 88 and 3%. And my other foil is RW9 and 6%. And then at the base, I did equal parts rosewood and beige with 10 parts.
Beautiful. It's quite a pretty, inspired by
Nicole Richie.
Thanks, Isabelle.
just finishing the.
So you started with the 3 ponytails?
I started with 3 ponytails, and
Plaiting?
I've just plaited the first 2 as regular plaits, and then the bottom one, because there's less hair in it, I've just done a rope braid.
A rope braid?
Yeah, because it's easier to expand it and give it a.
And twisting 2 pieces together?
Yep.
So in what sort of client would you do this look for instead of would it be a photo shoot look or promotional look?
No, a lot of the stuff that all of the stuff that I'm going to be doing tonight pretty much is things that I've done in the salon and things that I do quite frequently. But it's more about techniques and using them in different ways. I've done these kind of things sort of, just at the back or just in the middle. But tonight I just wanted to do something a little bit,
Looks good.
a little bit
So
different.
It didn't really take you that long so far?
No. And in salon probably would take me, 30 minutes.
After prepping or?
After prepping, yeah.
Good one.
So, from the time they come back from the basin, yeah.
Okay, so we've already got a couple of our stylists onto their second model. Shane, you've got the Unica cards featured in your next look.
Yeah, it's practical.
Could you share us a little bit of information with the behind the scenes?
Okay, so Dominique's style is set in 8 sections that I've done on a conical wand. When I was drying her hair, I double moussed with motion and then set it. This 4 sections were set back this way, and then I clamped them into cards because when you take them out, it creates a deeper wave, which is evident for what I'll be needing to do with Dominique's hair tonight.
Could we see?
A fairly low part. There's more hair, of course, on this side. So as the cards travel around, they fall up through. Each card is clamped in the middle of the section.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll take them out and brush it through and give you a look at what it looks like.
Sure. I might share with you that Unica did some behind the scenes YouTube videos. So if you take one of the cards or look at Unica Salon TV, you'll see their models prep work being done and the colours. So their formulas will be available there.
Conical ones? No, conical ones.
So those smaller than the tip.
Yep. And it just allows for a, 'cause, the style doesn't really want for too much curl to be showing, as you'll see. So it allows for it to be a bit sort of looser through the root area and just a little bit tighter in the end so that I can actually then use that curl.
So as well as does that help to support the style?
It does, yeah. Yep.
So
You'll see why.
you want to say more about what you've done with the style, or?
It's kind of a little bit more 40s influenced, but influenced. I didn't want to do a 40s style, but there are elements involved.
Is the 40s the inspiration for you?
It is, always has been. Art Deco and wartime tunes and all that sort of stuff, big band. I'm really influenced by all of that.
So what Carol had said before about the fashions going in cycles, with your experience, have you noticed that to be true?
Absolutely. I mean, the things that have come about 2 and 3 times in the last sort of 25 years have been.
Do you enjoy them all each time they come around?
No.
So you know which ones you want to speed up?
Yep. Let's get rid of mullets again, and that sort of stuff.
Would anyone agree with that? Have they, some of the hairdressers that have been in 25 years, would you like to fast forward some styles and slow down the ones that you enjoy? Really depends on the type of clientele that they're happy to have your interpretation of what is a good style for them.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Isabelle, have you got a minute to share with the colour of the Dominique?
So with Dominique, she was natural at 83. Existing, she just had a 83 with no cream from about 6 months ago, so it was due for a colour. So what I wanted to create was an RW but at level 3, because the deepest that the colour chart has is level 5. So what I've done is 40 grams mahogany, 10 grams Inferno, and 10 grams V3 with 3%. And then at the base, once again, I just rosewood.
Beautiful. So rosewood as a fusion shampoo, is that something quite popular that you would do on most colours?
All our colours at the salon receive a fusion to end the service, just because we find that it really intensifies the tone that we're trying to have through the style. And it's also a great way to communicate to our clients that you can have great colour in between visits. It's quite easy.
And then I have a colour lock as well?
Yep, always colour seal.
Beautiful.
get a lot of clients asking for it, and I like doing things that are era-based.
Era-based?
Eras. 20s, 40s, 60s, 70s, stuff like that. When people come in and ask for it, I'm on Yahoo.
Could you take us through what you've done to the back?
So effectively, I've done a really loose fishtail braid and then pulled it out. And because I've taken really large sections from the outside and brought them in, when you pull it out, it kind of gives it this kind of loose, snooty kind of vibe. A snood, for people that don't know, was a thing that they used to use in the 40s a lot, and it would encapsulate the back of the hair in like a netting. Dominique's got quite long hair, down way past her shoulders, and it just allows for a nice lengthy do at the back.
Is there a way to fix it so it just stays?
Once I've finished broadening it to the width that I think I want, I put a band around the bottom and then just pin it up underneath. And it's literally one bobby pin through that band, stuck in right at the nape.
Brilliant.
And it secures it really well. Lots of dancing can happen.
So races, brides, bridesmaids,
Yeah.
anyone for a night out?
Absolutely.
Shane, you want to talk us through how you created the texture for your look?
I've used 3 different methods of getting texture into the hair. The top was just set in conical ones in 3 or 4 sections depending on the width, and then pinning them in place and letting them cool. Throughout the sides and the back, you can see the result of the texture in there. Most of it is literally just centimetre square areas wrapped around the end of my tail comb and then heated. And then what doesn't fit on the tail comb, I just curled with the hot plates. And some of the other method that I used was zigzagging on a 3-inch ripple pin. And then some of them I pull out so that it gets this really nice kind of fuzzy texture, and others I leave a little bit more together to help to plump out the style.
A little bit more of an ethereal look?
It is. This has a little bit of a sci-fi influence to me because I watch a lot of movies and take a lot of detail out of that.
So as far as the ears go, this could be from the future?
Yes. This happens about 300 years from now.
Could you tell us the colour that you've done on your hair?
Isabelle can do that.
Well, maybe
She did it.
our formula.
Okay, so on the roots, I have 20 grams copper, 10 grams P6, 5 grams green, any red because I wanted to true copper, and 5 grams sunray gold and 3%. And after I applied the roots, I went through with some ombre with supernova and 6%. And then whatever I had left out in between the coils and the roots, I used the Nova Semi copper. And then after about 40 minutes, I rinsed that off, and at the basin, I did a toner of equal parts copper and clear and Nova cream. And I was down for 20 minutes because I really wanted to get as maximum deposit as I could. And then this morning on Ali, we did a wash through of warm gold and
Beautiful. So the balayage look, do you still do a little bit of back combing on your balayage?
yeah, I find that's the true way to get rid of any lines and have that really focused line. So as long as you don't backcomb it crazily, it's really easy to get out.
So you push a lot of hair away with big movements rather than creating a mess to clean up at the basin later. Very pretty. What amazing work from four very talented stylists. We'd like to welcome the guest artist back to the stage. And we'll give them a warm welcome back to the stage. What an amazing job with planning. I think it really has come down to the planning with each and every one of them, but you can see the inspired minds, and thank you so much for the courage to share with us your craft. It's a good photo opportunity. So we've just got something for the stylists. For Shane, from Adrian. Shane and Isabelle. From the Unica, Adam and Antonia. And for the late Caroline from Antonia. Thank you. And Lorenzo for the birthday. We'd like to thank you all for your time for coming out.